What up, homies?
Great shot! Perfect shot! Great shot! Great shot! Great shot! Nice on!
Alright, toasted tomato sandwiches are ready. Wife's tea is ready. It's not too hot anymore, so it'll be perfect temperature to serve up to it. I'm going to strain this plate with all the tomato juices. Take this shot and put it in the hole. Right there.
Perfect shot!
In the hole. Every time.
Eagle!
You can't even stop trying, punk. A bowl of berries. Oh, I gotta slice her an apple. Where's my manners? I quarter her an apple and core it really quick. Let me do this last one. 2 more apples. I already ate one during the last commercial break. This one I'm doing in 8s, so she has a tiny mouth. This doesn't work out very well for me every night. If there's any hot chicks out there that want to give her a hand, hey, please email us Some photos of your mouth, hey? Obviously not. Yeah, I am, but I'm not gonna type into the box right now. I'm cutting apples, bud. Now I'm slicing toast. And slicing toast. I gotta take 700 seeds out of these apples. I always turn the apples on the side and kind of just core the centerpiece there. Comes out pretty quick, pretty easy every time. You can eat the stuff in the center, but you don't want to eat the apple seeds. They are not good for you. They contain arsenic, so don't eat them. So weird, eh? Once you get all the cores and the centers out and the seeds, arsenic, you want to chuck it in your compost bin. Compost box or container, whatever you're putting it in outside. Take it outside. I just use a bowl or a bucket and rinse it out with rainwater outside. Takes 2 seconds. I bring it back in. Do it again tomorrow. In the last 4 or 5 years, I've created a lot of stuff that because of that. Lots of stuff goes in back there. So let's see. Wife's toast. I'm gonna take some of this apple. I already had one. And put that there. Cut that. Cut that. Get rid of this. So she's got a bunch of apple slices. Let's give her a few almonds. Nice smoked roasted almonds here. Where are they? I've got walnuts. Let's do some walnuts. Nice walnuts next to the apples. A few almonds in me. Oh yeah. Oh, very good.
Perfect shot.
Wow. Now, you want to give her some spinach dip on the side here. I was eating spinach dip at midnight last night.
Perfect shot.
Okay, boy. You better stop that. Wish I could catch him. He's just too stupid fast.
Perfect shot.
Try my teeth.
Nice on.
That's an apple. Made the wife 2 pumpernickel toasts, lightly basil margarine with plant-based butter,
Great shot.
1.5 apples, small handful of raw walnuts,
Nice on.
1.5 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of spinach dip, nice cup of tea, and a bowl of berries. That's your brunch. It's 11:11. Make the wish.
Birdie.
You always let Happy Gilmore win. Every time. If you ever play golf against Happy Gilmore, respect. I laid my clubs down as soon as I realized it was Happy. I put my club right down on the ground. Anybody that pounds the shit out of Bob Barker is my hero. You understand me? I want to thank everybody for tuning into this episode, okay? Let's talk now. Let's talk about golf clubs, golf clash. Let's talk about life. How's everyone doing? If you got any comments, throw them in the super chat. Maybe I'll read them tomorrow or next week or a couple years from now. Maybe not. Look at this. Kenny coming in hot with the first super chat. Kenny says, "Hey Hash, why are you so good looking? Was this always the case?" Well, Kenny, yes. The long answer, Kenny, is, well, Kenny, no. But yet, absolutely. The cat made me, the producer quickly said I had to correct myself. You're not really understanding. Let me explain. Hi. Hi there. You wanna go garage? You wanna go outside? Yeah? You wanna go garage? You wanna go outside? He's opening his mouth up. He's like, I wanted to talk to you, Daddy. Hi. Hi, Ruffles. You're a cutie. I know. I made you. Yeah. You came out of my bum. Yeah. Almost had to have a B-section. Yeah. 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 So, I'm going to have a protein shake I'm gonna go spend some time with my wife. Nothing I love doing more than that. And then she just woke up, so in her state, she won't be able to overpower me for at least an hour or two. I'm gonna get her. You know what I'm saying? Oh, come on. We've been married 20 years and we're both over 40. Let me tell you straight up. How do you think you were born? Yeah. Mommy rubbed my feet and then you popped out. And then I farted and you came right out. Yeah. No, that is how cats are born. Don't you say different. Why are you so lippy today? Why are you so lippy? Oh my goodness, stop it, okay? One day I had a Russian come in here and tell me the way you eat toast is unacceptable, Hash. It wasn't Vadson. It was a troll from Vadson's chat. And he says he really likes me, but like, you know, you can't tell with these people, you know, not Russians. You could never tell. You can't tell nothing with Russians. Vadson is a good man. I'm not referring to Vadson. And Namaste. They're nice people. Him and his wife are very nice people. So, he says, you cannot chew like that in Russia. And I said, fucking thing I don't live in Russia, bud. I said, I have freedom over here. I slurp my toast and I chew my tea. He's like, huh? Because I don't usually lip anyone from Russia. I said usually. They're not bad people. I actually, the first time, I think that's the only troll comment I ever really truly had. If you don't like the way I'm chewing, turn the volume down for a minute. I finished chewing like 9 seconds. 3 seconds later, there's no sound. You know what I mean? If you love the show and you're very inquisitive and you want to see what happens next and you want to hear what I'm going to say and, oh, I made you pee your couch and you're so mad at me. You're so mad at me you peed your couch and now your mom's pissed, right? Just be happy. You were happy at that one time before your mom got real mad. And then I said, we are free in Canada. We're not. I was totally lying to him. He watches the noob. He saw the noob. He knows it's not true. But I can lie, right? A guy can dream, right? So, I end up just slurping my peanut butter toast. Basically, I gave a piece of toast head on a live stream, like for the rest of the meal. And he stuck around. Man, he said like 15 minutes into the conversation, he's like, I gotta get going right now. It's so late here in Russia. I gotta get to bed. I said, okay. Have a good night, man. And I just continued just slobbering on my toast, eh? I wasn't, but I mean, like, I was making, I think I sound like that right now. A little sip on the tea. Just it was hot tea, so I couldn't drink it right away, right? But I was thirsty and my mouth was full, totally dry. I was trying not to say anything. It was midnight. I was on midnight toast. Peanut butter toast, yo. I'm okay. I was tea, but I was trying to explain to you like how I did it, but I think it was more like this. So I had like a little time. I did it like once or twice, because it was so hot, but I was trying to get something in my mouth, right? Ah, come on, dude. I want to take him for a ride on my e-bike. Yeah. Not just scare him. Put him like in like a cat carrier in front of me. And I know he can't get out, but I want to make sure he's happy, right? I want to get a little kitty smartwatch for him. And I want it on my dashboard so I can monitor his heart rate. You know, if I can tell if his heart starts beating a little bit faster, his tiny little cute little precious kitty heart. I want to slow right down, maybe stop in the middle, completely just, you know how like ducklings can control traffic? My cat's heart rate is going to be like the heartbeat of the city. Tig's in full, you know? Come to Winnipeg. Look at him from a distance. Don't get too close. Hash will smash you, you know? Hashy will smash you. I got that one from my buddy in Iceland, in Australia. It's similar. Australia and Iceland. Close to the same? Totally not, you know? Iceland is full of absolute ballers. Beasts. Like right now we're in a huge lawsuit with that dude who stole the beast name. Iceland owns the name and the word beast. We own all those letters of the alphabet too. We're nice people. We're like, oh, you want to spell best? Go for it. Oh, you want to use the letter A? I'll use it. Go for it. But we own beast. We own that word. There ain't nothing you can do about it, guys. I have such a good time on here. I can't believe some people are like, so cheap you can't buy a $750 channel membership for 2 months. You know? Like what? Really? A lifetime of laughter and pleasure. No one has ever bought the $750 membership yet. I swear they're just like, these apples are so juicy. I don't know why, but I have war drums beating in my head. And like that ultimate super cool chant. I'm not going to do it because it's probably... I just love that sound, you know? And I should be allowed to make that sound. But I'm not going to because Trudeau has like basically done me wrong with like it's not about joking, okay? I think the things that Justin Trudeau did are racist when it comes to him doing blackface and stuff like that. working in a school system, you should know that that's just a gross thing to do. Well, I ate 3 apples. Half a tomato, a good sized tomato, the size of a little smaller than a softball. A good sized tomato it was. Two slices of pumpernickel, spinach dip. Got some more things to do here, a bit of sorting, and then I'm gonna make bubble this evening. And all day tomorrow it's supposed to rain. Monday and Tuesday, so I'll be finishing up everything I gotta do. I'll do a bunch of shows. I'll solidify my place in YouTube's absolutely archive Hall of Fame. I don't want to be famous. I want to be known for being a good guy who grows monsters. Fucking monsters. Period. Okay? Don't get me fooled with these other bitches that want to be like some in your face all day. I'd love to be the guy that makes videos, but you never, like, you know, I don't even have to be seen. Just show my monsters and fuck off. You understand? You guys not the good people. Fucking trolls, they ruin that. Everybody that sees a troll should condemn a troll. You should never exist in a troll's shit space, you know, their shit cloud. You should steer clear of trolls big time, eh? Don't act like a troll. Don't ever be a troll. Don't be some fluffer either, though. Being like, you see a live streamer as a total dick, a complete goof. Don't fluff them up. Don't be like, oh, it'll be okay. No, it's not gonna be okay for that dude that, you know, knocked his wife in the face. That it's not gonna be okay for him. You know, he's got the devilish ways. He's living hell on earth right now. And that's what you deserve. If you lift your hand to a woman, you know, who's never done you wrong, it's not in self-defense, you're not trying to save your life, you're a loser, right? I would never, ever strike a woman in the face or something like that. It's just disgusting. Especially for back-talking, like, he's like, things he says are so creepy. I don't know how YouTube let him exist here. So, Sloppy Heads needs to be removed from the platform. He's coming on here. He cried this morning. He doesn't even go live anymore. He just cries in a short video and posts it with his Cash App and his PayPal. I was like, but he's like, oh, I'm not using this as a means to e-beg and get you guys to feel sorry. What the hell are your videos about then, bud? You post your Cash App in the description. The front of your page says your PayPal. I mean, like, your whole thing is designed to, like, scoop money from people who are, you know, good people that shouldn't be giving shitty people their money. right? They should be going to people who have nothing on the side of the road that, here's 5 for you, 10 for you. By the end of the day, all you good people, you have given money to people that have nothing, and they have the help they need to get the food they need to be better people tomorrow. This guy is buying hookers and blow with it. If you think anything less, there's something wrong with you. He goes on stream and says it. So, get your heads straight before you come online and start, doing anything. Don't type nothing until you actually read the situation. Once you read it, decide whether you should even be in this stream. Holy crow. This is a completely different avenue of grasping people's minds. And it's very new to, especially, you want to know who couldn't grasp, who didn't get it? Well, the big companies, they didn't get it. They bought these people after and turned them and stole, basically they steal your channel, right? They tell that you sign something that says, okay, now you don't post any, they get people to fill in for the person who was the creator of the channel. Somebody else takes over that Instagram account now and sells makeup and stuff through that Instagram. That's how it works. If you don't know, then you're simple, because this hasn't been going on for a day. I got here wicked late and I figured it out in a year, 2 years tops, and I saw I was like oh, I gotta get off IG. Getting caught straight NPC bots for corporations. I swear to goodness, I can't get too deep into it, but go check out Secure Team 10 and go to the comment section. They really scrub it very well, but you can Secure Team 10 conspiracies, and you can find out what I'm not about to say. Hey, I'm not saying anything. What? Go check it out. He grasped and grabbed the minds of millions, and then how easy would you think it? Okay, do you know how you turn back the kilometers on a car? You do know what the term manual manipulation means, right? Yeah. I go into any chat room around the world and say hi, and everyone's like, "Oh my, Hash Info, John," and I'm like, my name is Wow Info, but they know me as Hash. They watch the show. And it doesn't matter, and these aren't people I'm subscribed to. I don't think you're getting what I'm saying when I'm throwing down. Live streamers around the world know who I am, okay? Because this is how it works. I'll explain. When you pop on YouTube, it's because I don't teach about this, and I definitely will never teach a troll. I can't see who's in my chat, and I can't see who watches and listens to this later, right? All I can tell you is, good people pay close attention to every show I do for the last 100 shows. I will teach, because trolls can't make it, right? I'll give you a quarter of a sentence in the first 10, 20, 30 minutes. I'll give you another half a tidbit from where I was before that I promise you. If you pay attention and you can count 10 rocks out loud, say 1 rock, 2 rock, if you can make it to 10 rocks, I'm telling you, you'll understand what I'm doing. One of the greatest things about me was that I had to learn how to dumb it down, how to layman's terms it, how to simplify it. Simplicity is the key to teaching. Most people don't like to be told that someone else is smarter than them. But what's interesting is, if you can sort of prove within 5 or 10 seconds before you said that, or right after, during this statement, kind of show something, they'll stick around. Because they're like, wait, maybe this person is. But you'll get a lot of really low, uneducated, very, very low vibrating trolls that won't grasp, so they'll unclick. That's 90% of the planet. But you do realize that leaves 700 fucking million people for me to access their minds. 10% of the population. It's grown. It used to be 4 or 5. There is some people helping other people not be dumb anymore. Not be an NPC bot. I'm telling you, things are looking up. The future just got 7 times brighter, 10 times brighter if you take this and you times it by 100 years. That number will grow astronomically because now it's kind of like an information race, right? Not for the trolls. The 90%, their karma will get them. Uneducated people will always make the wrong decision at some point in their life. Education, not schooling, rather an understanding of everything, an overall grasp of life, planting, gardening, loving, camaraderie, teamwork, strategy, skill sets. That you skill sets is everything, but you take 5 specialty skill sets that you need to survive, and you incorporate those into the daily world where you have to grind for money. If you can, not master, but if you can really lock down 5, I have hundreds of skill sets. Hundreds of skill sets. I can do a nerd's job every day better than 99.9% of the nerds in the world. Want to know why I won't? Because I will never, ever. I believe that corporations are the true thieves of this world. I swear to you. Corporations. So if nerds work for corporations, period. I don't care who you are. If you run a computer, that is a computer. Look at the person that doesn't. They think those people are nerds. Period. Well, I don't do those jobs because of that. I know they are. I've seen what's behind a cubicle 90%. Not all people. 90% of them straight goobs. There's some people that they can build houses. They can do stuff. They do work on their own vehicle. They do change their own oil and change their own brakes and whatever else. But they're doing this job because, you know what? Nerds get paid more sometimes. If you're not that strong, you can't do the hardest jobs that make you the most money in construction, or the most jobs that don't fall into nerdery involve muscles. Okay, if you have a job that is a nerdy job, it's very unlikely that you can beat me in any sport. Any sport. Pick your favorite sport. I will dominate and pile drive you through the scoreboard. You will not beat me. Okay? Now, I grew up playing sports and doing hard labor jobs. Every job you could imagine. Now, can you say the same? Remember that. And you don't have to be the best or have all the knowledge. But again, it goes back to muscle. When somebody says this is how the job is done, lift this toilet off, put it here, do it lightly, don't smash nothing. You got to do it real lightly. You understand? Anyone could be a plumber with the applied learning. Like if you applied some skill set to understanding plumbing, like different things. Soldering, like also... angles, math. You have to have a good grasp of a lot of fields to be a plumber. But now imagine if somebody could help you be a plumber from your house, right? Like my buddy. My buddy's very smart, and he's done a lot of things himself. So, and I haven't done a lot of the things that he's really good at. I haven't done some of it. Like some of it I have, and then other stuff I haven't. He's also, I think he's older than me. He's not 10 years older than me, but I think he's 7 or 8 years old. It's close to 10 years. In 10 years span, a person can acquire a fuck ton of knowledge. Do you know how much more of a better man I'll be in 10 years? A fucking amazing man. So I'm telling you right now, he's a great man. He's a good man. He's an excellent man. And I learned from him, right? But I don't specifically need to know all this stuff forever, right? I have some quick fixes that need done, and if he can guide me through it over the phone, over a text message, over a video chat, that's good enough. But he came in person and he's like, yeah, no, that there and this there. I said, please, just, I don't want you to touch anything just because it's gross. And like, he didn't want to take any money. So I'm like, so I'm going to do everything as best as I can so that, well, I don't want to make him feel like he has to do anything. I don't want people to do work for me. It's actually makes me really upset. And there's certain things that it's like you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back, and I live by that. Like, there's people that will never forget. They're like, you should. I'm not talking about anything recent. When I was a teenager, if you helped me out, I was your friend. Anything you needed forever, and I may only asked you once or twice. Or you want to know the best thing? Lots of the time I never asked. People would just. I have some really smart people, beautiful friends, and they like gave me stuff. Or before I would not, and I would never ask. I'd be like, hey, whatever, this or that, and they'd be like, no, just take it. I'm like, what? Like, no, take all this, and yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna get you more. I'm like, what? And this is the way I grew up. And everyone else didn't get like this, but I'm telling you, I'm a good man, and I also people know my worth. Especially like if you hung around with me, nobody ever used me. People would be like, hey, how much do you want? Like, how much money is it going to cost you to come over this weekend and give me a hand with do all this kind of stuff? I can't say what I did, but just legal jobs. But I'm not giving you descriptions of anything I did in my past for a living. I'm a private man. I ain't no bitch. I didn't come on here to cry every day on stream, and when I cry, it's because it's in the moment, and I do care, right? And that's something I think a lot of people don't. There's a lot of fake shit here, and I hate fake people. I hate liars. I hate cheats. But I don't think you truly understand. Like, this goes back to my very first person that ever lied and cheated on my mom and lied to us and abused us, right? So I don't like those types of deception. There's no forgiveness from me. In fact, I will hammer you 100 times before I even think about stopping, because of the fact that this is all metaphorically speaking, but I'm a Viking, I am Thor, and I can talk any fucking way I want to talk, right? Trudeau, that's strictly for you and Bidet. Fucking suck on that, losers. So, I think sometimes people really don't understand that there are good people who are rough around the edges, very fucking rough, very hairy and very rough around the edges, but I mean well. I intend to hurt nobody, and I will live peacefully forever. But if my peace is ever to be disrupted, I will rain down hell for years. So think carefully and clearly before you ever deal or think of crossing a Viking. I have friends in very high places, and I can catch people you couldn't even imagine very quickly. And it's an embarrassment that I would ever have to use them, but I'll tell you this, they beg me to use their entities. They beg me, because they know how smart my intuition is. They're like, yeah, I've got raises because of you, bud. And I don't mess around either. If I know somebody's evil, I'll use myself as bait to ensure that I know for sure. And that's all I'll say. But I will put all the ducks in a line and let it happen. And then I know for sure. Because if your enemies know you're wounded to the best of their knowledge, or if they know you're not going to be around, to the best of their knowledge, or absolutely, then they feel comfortable, right? They feel like they have an advantage. And when you're dealing with somebody who comes at you in the night, or in the night, we'll leave it there. That's the best way to catch them, is to let them make a mistake. Climb that fucking tree. I dare you. See, when I said I bought cameras, I may have got cameras for somebody else's house. Isn't that interesting? Oh. It's just good to know where they park and where they are, right? How do you get down, right? It's interesting when it all comes together. I love hearing how cops have drones with wicked cameras on them. I love hearing that. They call them Chinese micro spy planes. China has put so many guys, you have no idea who's giving the tech that other people are buddy backing. Piggybacking, buddy backing. To me, it means the same thing. And one other thing, accessibility. So they call it a back door. So you may not be piggybacking at the moment, but at a moment's notice, you could gain instant access. You could call it a digital gain of function to any device in the world. The smartest agencies in the world only know about what I just said. Consider all of you fully informed to the highest level of private information. And I'll continue to pass it along. All technology has been infiltrated, so we're clear. Anybody with 2 years of I gotta think of a word that can sound like or is this, but it's not this word. There is something called what is the opposite of bright? Yep, that word starts with a D, ends with a K. Web. That right there. 2 years you spend on there and you can learn how to get into any device in the world. But you'd have to know where to be and stuff, and you can't use browsers that are famous. You have to use other browsers, right? It's crazy what's out there, you guys, man. People all over the world are doing this. Children right now are doing this right now. So the kids of tomorrow will be ultimate hackers. Ultimate hackers. Their knowledge on on ones and zeros is going to be almost infinite if you were to compare it to my knowledge or a person who was 25 right now, or my knowledge at 40-ish. And I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb. There's things I can tell about tech that most people that know about all these different things and are in on the know, they would sometimes be like, oh, not this though. It's that too, bud. And I can prove it by checking it, certain things. It may not ever show you. It's something called, there's a hidden menu, right? There, on your phone, there are apps that you can't see that are running in the background of your phone. and it takes your RAM. It's using, like, let's say you have a 12 gigabytes of RAM in your cell phone. They could be using 2 to 4 gig, or all of it, like most of it, and just giving you barely anything to use. That's how these phones know. Right, that's probably one of the biggest giveaways that the phone can give. That this is how it works. It's like a temperature gauge. If your phone's RAM is working too hard, but your phone is looking at you and you're not even using it, then it knows that something else is going on. So then your phone will start to dig, and it's a very simple. It's like a baby knowing that an intruder is in the house. It just barely can, like, and it looks down and goes, oh, burglar! Like, it's just like a 4-year-old kid, right? Your phone's security system is like that of a baby, right? That's how I can tell you if your phone has been hacked, cloned, if there's Trojan malware. Like, all these things can be found out by certain things I can do. Obviously, I'm not going to say what those are. And I've had many devices, all of the same brand, and I find that they're easiest to hack. So something has happened to our techno, and then I thought about it, and then I read about it, and the other one is even easier to hack. So I'm just left in a mess, and I don't want my personal information given out to anybody. It's like, I'm not a guinea pig. I'm not a research tool for these cunts, you know? Like, I just don't understand it.